Hey guys, it's me, Andrew, your favorite Canadian YouTuber, eh? And today, I'm going to be reviewing the PS5 vertical stand and cooling fan station. This is a review product sent to me by JYS, the same manufacturer that made the PS5 keyboard controller attachment, which I've also done a review video on a few months ago. And we all know how cool that thing is, so I'm very excited to review this one. Anyway, this PS5 stand comes with a built-in cooling fan, 2 DualSense controller chargers, a few extra USB ports, a controller and headphone rack, and a built-in rack on the side that holds up to 14 games. If you want to enhance your PS5 setup, then this is for you. This PS5 stand comes in 2 different models, the P5 122 and the P5 130 model. In my opinion, the 122 model looks a bit slicker, but the 130 model definitely looks more organized. Not to mention it holds 14 games while the other one only holds 13. Aside from that, both models are very well designed and very high quality. The model I'm reviewing is the P5 130 model. Anyway, when I first unboxed it, all the contents were very well secured. Inside you'll find the headphone rack, instruction manual, USB cable, and the stand base itself. Right off the bat, I've gotta say, this stand is very good quality. Though of course, JYS is known for making great quality products. Not to mention, even my father was impressed by this thing, and he's not super easy to please, especially when it comes to video game stuff, which he's not usually impressed by. Now, one cool feature I noticed while unboxing it is that the stand has some sort of a button panel on the surface, which is designed to fit both models of the PS5 console. Rather, if you own a PS5 disc or digital edition, this stand can adapt to fit both of them. Now, you've probably seen a few other third-party PS5 stands on Amazon, most of which aren't that great. But this is definitely one of the better quality ones for sure. Anyway, after setting it up and using it for about a day or two, I'll be filming it in action while sharing my thoughts on it. Keep in mind, this next part will be unscripted, which I'm not that good at, so please forgive me if I sound awkward or stuttery or something. Anyway, here it is. I got it all set up. I've had it like this for a couple days now, and I've been meaning to get around to this review for a little bit, but it got delayed, but here it is. Once again, this is unscripted, so please forgive my awkwardness. Here's what it looks like on the sides. Both controllers are well in place here, along with the media remote. Yeah, hey, this is definitely a convenient spot for it for sure. Now we'll have no reason to misplace it. I'll say this much though, if you have one of these like rubber protective coatings for the media remote, like slide in here, that will make it a little more difficult to fit it in the slot there, because yeah, it doesn't really fit anymore. But if you don't want to go through the trouble of having to remove and put the rubber coating back on every time, just put it in upside down. Perfect. Alright, let's turn the console on. You see those lights flashing down there? These ones? These are the indicators for the thing. When I put this here, watch closely. If you look closely, you'll notice that it flashed red for a sec and then turned blue. Let's get a zoom in on that. Those lights down there. So when you remove the remote, did you see that? So basically, these tell you if both controllers are on the chargers or not. They tell you whether or not if they're fully charged. The blue means they're fully charged. If they're red, it means they're still charging. As soon as you put it on, it flashes red for a brief moment, then it turns blue. This symbol is the JYS symbol, basically means it's on. And this is the fan button. If you look on the side there, right there, you notice that there's like a shiny circle right here. This is like the power button for the fan. You don't even have to press down on it. All you have to do is touch it. Pretty cool. So it's up to you if you want to have the fan on or off. And the fan doesn't make a ton of noise, so you don't have to worry about that. I know that there's a bit of a skeptical thing about cooling fans for consoles, and it's a bit of a debatable thing. Some people say they work, some people say they don't. Some people say they're a waste of money, while others say they actually do help. I can't say for sure. But so far the console seems to be doing fine. And considering that it's not just a game console, like my family uses this for pretty much everything. Netflix, Disney+, Crave, Amazon Prime. It's pretty much our family's main entertainment unit. So this console is running for a fair amount of time throughout the days. It's definitely good to have something to cool it down if it starts to get hot. So far the console doesn't seem to be super hot after running for a while, so maybe it does help, who knows. Regardless of that, the fan isn't the only feature the console have. Once again, it also has the 2 controller chargers. What I really like about this is that one thing I've always been skeptical about third-party controller chargers is that there's always a bit of a safety risk with them. I have the official PlayStation 5 controller charger here. It has a built-in safety mechanism. When the controllers are fully charged, it automatically stops charging them to prevent them from overcharging. Otherwise, it might damage the battery or something. A lot of third-party controller chargers don't have that same safety feature. So there's always a risk of the controllers getting overcharged and damaged in some way. Thankfully, these controller chargers here do have that safety mechanism. JYS has even confirmed that. And that's very good to know. I'll say this much, I'm not sure how often I'm going to be using these chargers since, once again, I have the official one, which works just fine. But if you don't have the official one, then this is definitely a good alternative for sure. And considering that it's also attached to the same hub as the console and whatnot, definitely a very convenient one as well. If you look at the side of the console, it has this nice slick wall here, looks very nice. But if you open it up, built-in game rack. Let's put some games here. It can hold up to 14 games. I'm going to put a few on here now. First, Final Fantasy VII. Now, the thing about this is that it holds steelbooks very well. Very secure. Though, as for regular plastic cases, it's a little bit more flimsy, but still holds it rather well, even though there's like really tiny walls in between. But still holds it well enough for what it is. Yep, there's the setup. You can choose any games you want, obviously. These are the ones I decided to put on the rack here, and it holds them nice and securely. Once again, a little bit flimsy, but holds it well enough. So now you're going to be rocking the whole thing around. And speaking of which, as you may know, the official PS5 base has a built-in screw on the bottom which holds the console in place. Well, unfortunately, there is no place to hold the screw here, but thankfully it still holds the console rather securely. I don't recommend doing that. That's probably a bad idea, but I highly doubt the console's going to be rocking around that much anyway. So yeah, it's nice and secure. As a matter of fact, the bottom of this stand has a rubber coating on it, a very rough one that holds it in place, and it's very secure. As it's so secure, in fact, it's actually pretty difficult to turn it around without accidentally moving the entire shelf. Well, yeah, very secure rubber for sure. A+ for that. If you notice on the top here, it has a rack. And it has a rack for holding headphones and 2 other controllers. I decided to put in an old pair of headphones here, since I don't have a PS5 headset, or at least not yet. Not sure if I really need one, but I'll think about it. Anyway, I'll just try putting a controller up here. Oops, it's not the most secure. Maybe I should push it down a little more. There, that seems good. Maybe I should take the headphones off first. That's a good idea. It's okay. The controllers move around a bit, but it seems to be... I still think the bottom ones are a better place to put them. Matter of fact, you see it has that little like hole right there to fit the controllers down? Hard to do this one-handed. So yeah. To be honest, you actually don't really need this. You can just take it off. It's just a good convenience there if you have a pair of PS5 headphones or not. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this console also has extra USB ports down here. 3 extra ones. In case there weren't enough USB ports on the console before, like there's one on the front right here. Anyway, if you wanted to plug in some extra stuff into the console, like say Skylander's portal, good place to rest it up here. You can do that. And you can plug in other things also compatible with the system, like say a Starlink mount. As you can tell, I'm really into Toys to Life, obviously. Or you can even plug in another charge cord if you want to. Like if you want to connect a controller to the system, which I think you have to do manually with a cord. Like I'll put this little one here. In fact, since this is made by JYS, I think it only seems appropriate to plug in my PS5 keyboard controller attachment here. See? Perfect. You know what, I'll just let it dangle. It's fine. I'm not sure if this is an electrical hazard, having that many USB plugged in or not. I'm not sure if it works the same as outlets. I'm not an electrical expert, but I think you get the point here. So yeah, this is the PlayStation 5 vertical stand and cooling fan station by JYS. So yeah, in my opinion, this thing is pretty cool. No pun intended. Looks very nice, very good quality, very secure, and a very helpful and convenient setup for sure. Would I recommend this? Definitely. I'll provide a link to an Amazon listing officially recommended by JYS in the description below. If you want to enhance your PS5 setup, this is for you. Well, I hope you will enjoy my review of the JYS PS5 vertical stand and cooling fan station. Once again, if you're interested in getting one of these, which I totally recommend, I'll provide a link in the description below. I will also provide a link to JYS's various social media accounts. They make great quality products, not just for PS5, but for many other systems as well, and I definitely think they deserve more recognition. Well, there's not much else I could say here, so I hope you enjoyed this review video, and I'll see you next time.